In the shadow of the oak, where the wild creek bends, stands an old house bound by the winds of lament. Leather leaves whisper secrets of you in soft tones, where we dance neath the porch light, no sense of alone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks, so profound. In this lonely wild land my sorrows abound. Years drifted like tumbleweeds over dry plains, since the fire in your eyes turned to embers then waned. Now the saddle's unmounted and the scarf you love gone, just the echo of footsteps where our laughter once shone. Old house tied down like my heart to your ghost, every board and stone soaked with the love we spoke. The wind howls your name through the cracks, so profound. In this lonely wild land my sorrows are bound. Under the vast skies where the red sun dips low, I wander these empty rooms, letting memories flow. With each creak of the timbers I learn to forgive. In the solitude of sunsets I'm learning to live. Old house tied down, but my heart's finding its way through the whispers of oak trees and the cool evening sway. Yet still I roam these quiet towns, a shadow in the dawn. Old house tied down, but your memory lives on. Cinematic and raw, the song echoes like a timeless lament from an era fading into the shadows of history as the cowboy continues to ride, haunted but ever hopeful under the expansive western skies. Where the oak tree shadows lay like hands of time, and gravel roads whisper beneath the weight of worn boots, there's an old porch where we'd watch the purple sky unwind, while the evening star listened to our quiet, tender truths. Beneath that sky your scarf danced with the prairie wind, and every gust was a verse of love sung soft and slow. Your laughter mingled with the rustle of the grass in my mind, where only dusty trails of memory go. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin I feel the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Now the oak's grown tall, shadows stretching longer, since the day you packed your dreams in that old leather bag. The town's too quiet and the nights feel even longer, each star a reminder of what we had and what I lacked. Empty saddle, empty heart, on trails of solitude I ride, with your scarf now faded, still keeping the cold at bay. Yet in every whispered breeze I hear you by my side, a haunting serenade. never truly fades away. Whiskey waits on the mantle like it's saving your place, and every sip's a sunset burning gold, and then it's gone. Here in this empty cabin, I face the ghost of your embrace as the wind plays our lost love song. Was it the call of the wild or the fear of the tame that tore from my arms a love I knew by name? With every dawn I rise to find not just the land, but my heart's been left behind. Whiskey waits, and I reckon it will always wait. Every bottle's a reminder of the cost of fate here neath the endless sky. I roam, drifting like the river, forever calling your name my home. As the wind plays our lost love song, as the wind plays our lost love song. Out by the oak tree, where the wildflowers sigh, I first saw her smile with the sun in her eyes. Under that broad sky, where our dreams used to fly, her laughter would linger like clouds in blue skies. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle and the evening's soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memories entwine. The cabin sits empty, the doors open wide, like the gap in my heart since she left my side. The path's overgrown, where we once used to tread, through meadows and moonlight, where our promises were said. His shadow hides on the old porch where we kissed, in the creak of the saddle and the evening's soft mist. Every gravel road whispers her name through the pines. His heart rides the wind where her memories entwine. Now the sunset bleeds red over land she once roamed. This cowboy's alone, his heart's without home. No more her soft whisper, just the wind's lonely sound, but her scent in the rain on this parched, dusty ground. His shadow hides where our old dreams lie asleep, in the rustle of leaves, in the secrets they keep. Through the whispers of time, down the trails that unwind, his soul's tethered still to the love left behind. Let his heart ride the wind, let her memories entwine, in the shadows and dust where the past can't resign. His shadow hides, and with each setting sun, feels everything deep, yet says nothing, rides on. out where the oak tree marks the bend, under the shadow of the sunset's end, Rye closed her eyes in the summer's heat. Her laughter echoed bittersweet. Wooden porch creak with tales untold, scarlet scarves and hearts of gold. The wind whispered through the grains, singing softly of our old refrains. Rye closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. Now the cabin's empty, the door swings free. The path overgrown, just ghosts and me, where wildflowers dared to claim the land, her absence carved by time's own hand. Gravel roads where we once rode, now just dusty tracks, our stories are old. The saddle hangs untouched by time, in the quiet I hear our last goodbye. Rye closed her eyes, the world stood still, lost in the silence the evening would fill. Lone star hanging in a twilight sky, memories linger where they never die. As the river bends, so did our fate. Under the oak tree I contemplate every whisper of the pine and spruce. They sing of Rye and her truce. Close her eyes, no words to say. In the hues of the dusk I find my way, through the tears, through the years so right. And every sunset Rye closed her eyes, her spirit's free, yet here I lie, bound forever as Rye closed her eyes.
Under the shade of an old oak tree, where the wind whispers secrets in a dance, you and I carved our names for eternity, in that wild field where we took our last stance. With a scarf you left all tattered and red, tied to the branch where our love stories bled. Saddle cries on a dusty trail, echoes of hoofbeats, a lonesome wail. Sunset burns just to fade away, like your voice in the winds of yesterday. Oh, this heart rides alone tonight, under stars that don't shine as bright. Now the old porch creaks with no one to know. The tales of the laughter are sweet undertow. An empty cabin keeps the cold at its heart. Gravel roads lost to the wilderness wrath, where the river used to sing you to sleep. Lies the silence so heavy, so deep. Saddle cries on a dusty trail, they twist and they weave. Your absence is the ghost I can't leave. Oh. Saddle cries on that dusty trail, a cowboy's heart told a lonesome tale. Every sunset I whisper your name in the hopes that my soul you'll reclaim. Yet here I ride forever astray, in the twilight of memories that won't fade away.
In the shadow of the oak where the wild rivers bank, I first saw her smile by the old cabin plank. As soft as the breeze in her faded blue dress, under that sky swore I'd never confess. How the scarves in her hair danced a sweet silent song on a porch where my heart's been lost for so long. Graves sang my joys beneath that cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the winds where my solace has died. Years rolled like thunder through towns built on sand. She drifted away like the dust through my hand. The oak tree's still standing, but the cabin fell through, just like the dreams that I built around you. Gravel roads wind away, but they don't lead me back to the time when my soul wasn't cloaked in this black. Graves sank my joys beneath the cold dusty ground, where our laughter once lived, but it don't make a sound. The stars overhead, they watched as I cried, lost in the range where my solace has died. Now the saddle's worn thin and the trails all but fade, like the memories of kisses under the oak's gentle shade. Maybe pain's just a guess that's overstayed its night, but her echo in the valley keeps on riding my plight. Graves sang my joys, but her whisper finds the breeze. In the twilight of the prairie, she still comforts and teases. So wander these lands, a shadow set free, beneath wide open skies that she's no longer here to see. Yet Graves sang my heart, deep where love's never tired, in the wild whispered west where our past keeps admired.
Out where the oak trees whisper secrets of old, in a land where my heart's tales were never told, by the creek where we laughed under moon's soft glow. Your shadow dances on the water's murky flow. That old wooden porch, we'd sway slow in the breeze. Now creaks neath my boot, alone with my pleas. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert, where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. Years rolled like the thunder across these wide plains, since the washed away, all but our loves remain. Your scarf in my pocket, a fragment so frail. On the trail we once walked, now just a faded trail. The cabin sits empty like the hollows of my soul, each corner filled with memories I can't control. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert where your sweet scent lingers in the twilight. The skies bleed shades of your eyes, echoing the sorrow that in my heart lies. Oh, ghost shivered through the sunsets, longing just grows on the gravel roads bend where the lonely wind blows. So here's to the silence between each dust-kicked stride, to the stars that keep secrets of the tears that I've cried, as night drapes the prairie in a blanket so wide. Your ghost finds me here in the shadows I hide. Ghost shivered in the wind, love slipped through my fingers like sand in the desert. Now only your scent lingers bend the infinite skies, where old dreams come to die. I whisper your name with a lone heartfelt sigh. Oh, ghost shiver through the sunsets, here I'll abide on the gravel roads bend forever, you and I.
Down by the old dry riverbed, where the oak trees guard the dead, I sat with dusty bones of the past. Your scarf, the one as blue as the dusk, wrapped around my flask. Oh, whiskey, listen as the wind whispered through the grass. Whiskey, listen, while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a teardrop, but in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. The cabin stands on the edge of time, its porch worn with the tales entwined. I see us dancing, shadows in the flame, but now the hearth is cold like the bed where I lay my name. The gravel roads washed out, the trails overgrown, where once we rode together, now I ride alone. Whiskey, listen, while I couldn't say how your laughter echoes still in those hills far away. Every sip a memory, every swallow a teardrop, but in the silence of the pouring rain, it's your voice I can't find. Under the wide brim of night and stars, I've whispered secrets to the skies. The land knows the hard scars, the truth behind the eyes. Whiskey's warmth is the ghost of your touch. In this lonely world, it's never quite enough. Whiskey listened as I tried to confess all the words buried deep in this cowboy's chest.
The trail might fade under the setting sun's gold, but your memory's the warmth in the cold. The whiskey listens and the night understands that some love stories are just written in the sands.
Out where the cedar shadows lay, by the rusted gate on Fiddler's Bay, I remember a scarf red against the gray, and the promise we made at the break of day. Her laughter tangled in the wild oak breeze, while our dreams soared high like the birds and bees. Front porch creaks under moonlit tees, now nothing but silence and falling leaves. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were bedding, now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. Years worn down like the old town road, gravel turned to dust where we once strode. That old log cabin, our love's abode, now empty, just the echo of the stories it holds. The rains came through, washed away the traces of tender touches and cherished places. Yet under the oak where time embraces, I still see us dancing, lost in love's graces. Oh, that rusted gate said nothing as my heart spoke all out loud and clear, where the wind whispers secrets of the love we were bedding, now just echoes of you disappearing with the deer. So here I stand where the wild thyme grows, on the path less walked, where the river knows. I've ridden under sunsets, through highs and lows, but your shadow beside me, endless as it goes. Yes, that rusted gate says nothing, and I'm still speaking to the stars so near. In the silence, your memories softly clutching to the heart of a cowboy who can't let go the fear, where the rusted gate stands solemn and the night draws near. I'm the echo of a love song fading but always dear.
under the shade of an old oak tree, where the river bends and sighs softly. We carved our names, young and free in the wild. Her laughter danced, sweet as the evening mild. The oak stood witness to vows softly spoken beneath its boughs. A heart was once unbroken. Oak tree whispers in the dusky twilight. Memories flutter like leaves in the night. Her scarf, a faded red against the bark, in the quiet town where she left her mark. Oh, how the silence speaks in what remains. The oak tree whispers echo in my pains. Years rolled like tumbleweeds through the plains. Her path veered far from these gravel lanes. The porch we built, now old and worn, holds a ghost of the love that I mourn. Where once her laughter filled the summer air, now only echoes meet my solemn stare. Oak tree whispers in the fading light. Memories darken like the coming night. Her scarf still clinging to dreams gone stark, in the quiet town that hides in the dark. Oh, how the shadows move where we once lay. The oak tree whispers calling me to stay. Oh, the saddle rests on the dusty beam, beside the boots that chased our fleeting dream. The rains have come and washed away the traces, but not the yearning from these empty spaces. Oak tree whispers while the cold wind sweeps through the fields where the old love weeps. Her scarf, a relic of a past so stark, in the quiet town, now forever dark. Oh, how the heart holds tight what it can't replace. The oak tree whispers lost in time's embrace.
Down by the river where the willows weep, she carved our names in the bark so deep. Underneath that old oak tree, her laughter rang wild and free. The dusty trails knew our wandering souls in the town where the church bell tolls. We danced through nights under starry lights, her voice in the wind holding me tight. But now the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, faded and worn. And every sunset that bleeds into night whispers her name, her voice held tight. Roll like a lonesome freight through empty cabins and hearts that wait. Where once her boots by the doorway stood, now just echoes in a silent wood. The gravel roads they all remember, her smile and the fire's dying ember. But time it took what I held dear, left me with shadows when I reach disappear. Now the porch swings alone,
Her scarf caught on the fence, weathered and torn. And every sunset that bleeds into night cries out her name, her voice held tight. Vast unyielding skies, I see her eyes and the stars that rise. And though I roam through this endless plight, her soul's a lantern in my night. Still the porch swings alone, the door softly moans. Her scarf caught on the fence, threads bare and shorn. As the twilight concedes to the night, I hold her close, her voice held tight. In the quiet whispers of the night, forever her voice, forever held tight. The shadow of the lonely oak, where whispers dress the dawn, I found a rusty locket buried neath the leaves long gone. It held a tuft of golden hair, like sunset trapped in time, each strand a soft reminder of no longer mine. Oh, rusty locket waits on the edge of silent plains, holding memories like the desert holds the rains, and every gust of lonely wind through empty cabin strays, singing songs of what we lost as the daylight fades away. We rode through storms and summer skies on trails of dust and bloom, your scarf a splash of color against the endless loom. The seasons turned as they always do, and you couldn't stay. Left a worn out saddle and our dreams to fade away. Oh, rusty locket waits on the edge of silent plains, holding memories like the desert holds the rays, and every gust of lonely wind through empty cabin strays, and singing songs of what we lost as the daylight fades away. I wander through the ghost towns, past the porches worn with time, each step a heavy echo of the bells that used to chime. Maybe all that's left is the whisper of the pines, telling me to let go, like the fading of old signs. Oh, rusty locket waits, clinging to the past embrace, underneath the oak tree's ancient solemn grace, and every leaf that falls is like a tear from heaven's face, leaving trails of what once was in the silence of this place. So rusty locket, close your clasp, keep safe what has to be. I'll ride into the sunset where my heart can roam free, yet in the quiet of the night, when the stars begin to gleam, your memory holds me tight, more than just a dream.
hush of the canyon, under a blood-red sky, an oak tree stands silent where we used to lie. The breeze carries dust off a trail once worn by two young shadows in the gold of morn. A scarf you left still dances with the wind on that old porch swing where our dreams had been. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, a wildflower loves entangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Years rode in like a storm on those gravel clenched roads, washing away the footsteps where our loved ones strode. The tavern's laughter turned to echoes as time wore on, and the drinks taste bitter where your laughter's gone. An old saddle sits idle, a relic of the past, like the heartbeats shared that weren't meant to last. The canyon whispers, low and sweet, a wildflower loves entangled feet. But now the sun dips low and I'm riding alone past empty cabins, our dreams all but gone. The whispers haunt me as the stars find their place in the solitude of the sky. I still search for your face. Tonight the rain speaks softly on the tin roof above, murmuring tales of what it's like to lose a love. Through the window the world's a watercolor blur, every droplet a memory, every storm a stir. The canyon whispers one last time, a lonesome love of a cowboy's heart, and a love that filled it full. Now the trails fade under the sky's weeping veil, and the whispering winds I'll forever tell your tale. As the world turns quiet and the shadows play in the canyon's heart, our love will stay.
She packed her bags without a sound, just boots on wood and not around. No letter left, no last goodbye, just fading headlights in the sky. The coffee still was warm for two, but one cup stayed untouched and blue. I searched the wind for her refrain, but she left like quiet rain. She left like rain on a window pane, soft and slow without a name. She didn't slam no door or cry, she just whispered to the sky. Now every storm feels like her face, and every drop rewinds our days. She left with love I couldn't explain. Yes, she left like rain. The porch still creaks where she would sit. That old swing moves, but just a bit, like it still waits for her to land. With coffee cup and open hand, I wear the flannel she once stole. Still smells like her and feels so whole. But nights fall fast and hearts turn grain, and I'm left chasing mist again. She left like rain on a window pane, not a scream, just silent pain. She didn't beg or break or plead, she just became a memory. And now my boots drag through the days with nothing left but empty haze. I never saw her slipping away. She just left like rain. If she had shouted, I could fight. If she had cried, I'd hold her tight. But some love dies in quiet ways, like midnight ghosts in morning haze. She left like rain without a sound, not up or down, not lost or found. And though the sun returns each day, my skies have never been the same. No thunder, just a hollow frame. She left like rain. By the whispering oak where the twilight bled, you wore a scarf red as the sun sets fire. Under stars we laid, our promises spread like shadows on the cabin's old porch tower. Your laughter twined through the cool evening breeze, echoes of you in the rustle of leaves. Silence closed her eyes in the heart of the wild, where our echoes lie, soft and undefiled. Beneath the moon's quiet side, where your ghost still roams, I wander alone under starlit domes. Years peeled away like bark from the trees, the cabin stands empty, door creaking slow. Our trails overgrown, lost to whispering weeds, where the dust swirls with secrets only shadows know. A saddle untouched, a path led us stray in the silence where you and dreams fade away. Silence closed her eyes in the heart of the wild, where our echoes lie, soft and undefiled. Beneath the moon's quiet side, where your ghost still roams, I wander alone, wrapped in twilight's calm. But your memory's hard. The gravel roads glisten, each a shard of a mirror reflecting a sky so vast, holding the pieces of a love that's past. Silence closed her eyes, and the night grew cold. In the echoes of the wild, our story told. With every setting sun, down the paths I tread, in the silence of goodbye, where my heart still bled. Silence closed her eyes. Oh, silence closed her eyes. In the gray dawn's light,
'neath the old oak shade, I found the scarf you wore, now ghostly gray. It whispered of that spring by the creek we lay, where promises were carved in the cold morning May. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills in the silence of my days. I walk these dusty trails with your memory in tow, past the cabin's empty shell where the wild roses grow. Gravel roads stretch like the regrets I've come to own, leading to nowhere but the echoes of our lone shadow. Oh, how the winds they've changed since you went away. No more do those oaks sway where we once did lay. Cold morning carved in my heart, your name stays echoing through these hills in the silence of my days. Saddles worn and leather cracked just like my weathered skin, each line a story, a loss of the love I couldn't win. On this old porch I sit as the sun dips to give in, night's blanket comes to cover all my sin. Oh, how the winds they whisper of what might have been, softly they mourn with me for a love so serene. Cold morning carved in my soul, where your warmth has been, I'm left holding memories in the silence of this dream. And as the stars look down, I'm a shadow fading thin in a world that keeps turning without you within.
In the shadow of the whispering oak, where the sun paints gold on the old porch spoke, there's a swing that creaks where we used to sit, carving our names in the wood, bit by bit. Rusted chains, but the memories glide, smooth as the river, slow, embracing tide. Oh, the swing echoes with a lonely song of laughter that's fled, and days that aren't gone under the oak, where the soft winds blow. My heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creak a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Now the dust whirls on an empty track, where we once walked, no sign of turning back. The cabin stands, but it's hollow inside, echoes of footsteps where silence now resides. Your scarf still hangs by the door, so thin, faded like the jeans you danced in. Oh, the swing echoes
with a lonely song of laughter that's fled, and days that are gone under the oak, where the soft winds blow. My heart holds the warmth, but my arms feel the cold. Each creek a beat of the times we knew. The swing echoes, but not with you. Sometimes the prairie calls under that vast sky, telling me to roam, yet asking me why. In the heart of the wind, your voice soft and low tells me part of me stayed in that sunset's glow. Yes, the swing echoes with the ghost of a song. Your laughter's a memory as I wander along under the oak, where the old shadows play. I'll sit here until my last sunset fades away, and maybe these echoes will someday be through, but the swing will always only echo for you. This ballad's sung deep and slow, carries the emotional weight of long gone better days, and the acceptance of solitude wrapped in the haunting beauty of the western landscape. As the sun sets, the music fades like the light, leaving a poignant silence that speaks volumes.
I ain't no saint, and I got sins, but I don't lie just to fit in. I don't shake hands just to play the game. I'd rather walk alone than ride with shame. The world trades truth for fancy lines, but I still keep what's purely mine. My word, my fire, my worn out coat, and every scar that I never wrote. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me just another outlaw child, but I ain't bending for no plan. I was born dirt tough and I'll die standing. I'm not rich, I'm not clean, but my soul's sharper than a bow blade's gleam. You can fake a crowd, but not this man. I might be the last real man. She once said you're too damn proud. I just smiled, let her smoke, walked out, 'cause I won't trade my steel spine for sweet talk and borrowed time. I sleep in fields, I sing to stars, and leave my name in old dive bars. I've lost more than I ever kept, but I've never lied while I wept. Call me stubborn, call me wild, call me reckless, call me exiled, but I won't kneel for gold or brand. I ride for truth with empty hands. I've seen preachers beg for fame and cowards curse their daddy's name, but I hold tight to who I am. Maybe the last real man. So carve this on my stone someday. He rode alone but never strayed. He drank his pain and wore no brand, a free heart and a callous hand. I won't be cloned, won't be planned. You can't copyright this land. I ain't famous, I ain't grand, I'm just the last real man. shadow of the oak, where wild daisies grow, you whispered words of love, soft and low. Beneath that ancient tree, we swore eternity, but like the river bends, you slipped away from me. The porch still creaks, the door still moans, haunted by the love the heart once known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind, I hear your laugh echoing down on old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Where once our laughter filled the dusty street, now silence lays thick and deep. The cabin stands empty by the weeping willow sway, wood worn soft by many a day. The trails we walked are overgrown, lost to time like the love we've known. Love rode through like a summer storm, leaving just a scarf tattered and worn. In the whisper of the wind, I hear your laugh echoing down old gravel paths. But the sunset dyes everything in red, coloring the dreams that we once had. Under the vast unyielding sky, I've come to learn how goodbye can be a whisper or a tear, something lost between the fear and love. And every night when stars above shine, I search for you in their divine design. Love rolled through, but it rides no more, just echoes in the wind, the creaking floor. With every sunset, every starlit trail, I feel the weight of a love that's still so frail. Yet in the vastness, in the crimson hue, I've learned to live with the ghost of you. Screen door still creaks like it used to when you'd run out barefoot in the dew. Your laughter lived in every board, now silence echoes more and more. The porch swing sways like it knows your name, still dances in that old time frame. I sat and watched the fireflies and heard your voice in the wind's disguise. The porch still remembers how we kissed in late September. Your head on my chest, the sky burned red. Now it's just ghosts and things unsaid. The rocking chair, don't ask me why, but it groans like it's about to cry. Yeah. This old house don't feel like timber. It breathes, it aches, it still remembers. Your coffee cup still on the sill, the rose you dried, it's hanging still. The light you loved in the kitchen bay still floods the floor the same old way. I fixed the roof, you always nag, but some holes just ain't meant to patch, like the one you left inside my chest, where love once lived now lays to rest. The porch still remembers all
our storms and all our embers. The way you'd hum that country song, barefoot twirling all night long. Now it just creaks when no one's near and echoes back the yesteryear. This ain't a house, it's love's old ember burning slow. It still remembers. I don't come here to rewind, just to touch what you left behind. If these walls could write a letter, they'd say we almost made it better. The porch still remembers, and it ain't forgiving, but it's tender. It don't blame, it don't cry, it just holds time as it goes by. So I'll sit here till the sun sets low, with your name in every shadow. And though you're gone, I still surrender to this porch that still remembers.